We are totally blessed to have such wonderful families. And this is also a farewell speech for us guys here too. Our boys are aging out, but that's a great thing. We got to watch them grow up, and they get to grow up in stages, which is neat. So we get to the opportunity to enjoy each stage. You know, the preschool stage, the getting through elementary stage, the getting through Little League stage, and then it's going to be the junior high, and then the high, and then the college, and so on. So luckily there's stages to this, and we can follow them and watch them grow. But at the same time, we get to be near them and experience it with them. And coaching has been really good to me. I coached for a lot of different reasons. First reason is because I love my son so darn much. Just wanted to be near him. And another reason is that I get the best team mom in the world, Christy. And so thank you, Christy. Because I owe a lot of credit to Christy for getting to practice on time and getting email blasts out. I really couldn't manage these things as well without her help. So behind the scenes, there's a lot going on that you don't see, but I get to see it, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Christy. Appreciate it. And then the other reason is because I always wanted to protect my son, too. You know, because I had a certain way about coaching, and I saw other ways of coaching wherever we went. Because we've been to Irvine Little League, we've been to North Sunrise Little League, and now we've been blessed to finish things up at South Sunrise, which is an absolute dynamite Little League. And so, you know, I always wanted to coach in a way that the kids loved the game well enough to want to play it again. And that's always how I measured my success. It was never by the wins or losses. That just came all by itself as a byproduct of just having a good time and making sure the kids had fun. And I think we were very successful as a coaching team to do that. It always felt like, because we always heard it, that the kids wanted more at the end of practice. And when we said it was time to go home, come on, coach, just one more of this fly ball, one more ground ball, one more swing of the bat. So we left them wanting more, which is really cool. That means you guys were having a good time. And so that's our reward, is that you guys were having so much fun that you want to do this sport again tomorrow and then maybe the next season. And that's our goal, is to get you guys ready for the next coach that is going to be blessed to have you. Because I think any coach that has you is going to be absolutely delighted with what you guys take to the game. Not only as an athlete, but as a young man, because you are all young men, and you certainly act like it, and we're really proud of you as coaches, and I know your families are really proud of you too. Enough about the boys, but you parents were so involved, and us coaches were really blessed to have such family support. I don't think any other team out there, whether we were competing against another team at another park or at our home field, had more fan support than we did. And you look like you're all friends too, which is really cool. You know, from the time we had our parent-player game, it seemed like you guys just got along well, had a great time with us, which is really important, because it means a lot to the kids, you know, having their parents there. And we know it's a struggle sometimes with work challenges, getting here and there, but you always made sure the kids were there. So thank you. Thank you, sir, for your support. And thank you for stepping up all year long with, you know, just helping out. We had help at the field. We had help cleaning up dugouts. We had help on the field doing drills. You know, Kevin Kelly got his shoes dirty on the field every game. Thank you, Kevin. Marcel was helping out with drills. Dan always pitched in. Rick pitched in. And the Booze, gosh, you know, Abby was always there, or Sam was always there to support. All of you. It's just a wonderful blend of parents. So thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Chris here next, but we're really blessed to have had such a fine family support from all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, hard talk to follow there, but Coach Mark called me in November and broached the concept of us coaching the team together, and I was so excited. I just knew we were going to have a great time, and all of us sitting around here today is just proof that the season was a blast. And like Coach Mark said, our intention was to make sure that these kids were having fun and learning baseball at the same time, and I think we succeeded. They always wanted another ball. There was one game they looked at us. They're like, after we practiced like 2 days in a row and played a couple games, and I thought we'd had enough baseball, and they're like, "Hey, Coach, we practicing tomorrow?" I'm thinking, what do you want to do? And they're like, "We want to practice. We want to hit." And I'm like, "Well, okay, let's practice tomorrow then." "Yeah, sure," And so then goes out one of those last minute messages that, "Hey, we're all practicing tomorrow," And I think that speaks to this group of kids right here. They're just a great bunch. They're cohesive. It was a blast coaching every single one of these guys, and following the kind of the tone that, no pun intended, the tone that Coach Mark set for the team. It just made it real easy for everyone just to kind of fall in lockstep with his vision. And I absolutely had a blast, Coach Mark. Absolutely had a blast. And then looking the other way, looking this way, I mean, this guy, he's been coaching me since I was in T-ball, somewhere around there, if not before, forever, still coaching me. And to have him on the field, it just, it's like every day is just you're just floating in the clouds. It's just fun. And, to have my son out there, and have my dad out there just playing ball, it was a good time. Thank you.
All right, so the first stage I remember going through was drawn by 6 horses. That was a while back. I think 23, 4, 5 teams that I've been involved with. That's been a long time. So you feel like you've come to the end of this. And my word of wisdom to the manager, the coach, kids is it isn't the end. If you're lucky, you'll get to come back and do it several more times. So that's what I hope for you. I hope you had fun this year and you remember all the fun we had together. So good luck. Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
We've got a little table set up here with a lot of hardware.
Woohoo!
You guys had a very successful season. Great job. We have a second place trophy. We've got an Orange City Tournament Championship trophy.
Nice.
You all received medals for your championship win. And then you have this wonderful video that Coach Tom put together and Coach Chris. Who knows how many hours they put on. They probably put 100 hours on this thing of work. A whole season's work.
1 hour.
And,
Just took 1 hour.
and all you families are blessed with his vision and Chris's vision and get to enjoy a video for the rest of your lives. So enjoy it in good health. This first trophy is going to go to a young man, Angel Garnica. Come up here, Angel. Come on. See you. Come on. Stay up here with us for a minute, okay? And poor Angel suffered a fractured arm week 1. But he missed out on a lot of fun, but gosh, he sure was there in the dugout with us a lot, and we really appreciate that, Angel, because it's not easy to sit there and watch when you're a young athlete like you are. And we know you missed out on a lot of good fun this year, but thanks for making yourself available the last few weeks of baseball, because we've enjoyed having you on the field, and to watch you come out and step into the game like you never left it, sure impressed the heck out of us. The Titans could have used you, that's for sure. And but there's more baseball left. So bring your A game starting tomorrow. Okay? Okay, Angel. Coach Tom has a gift there for you.
Two-handed, Angel. Hang on to that.
Okay. And do you want to do that now? Okay. And not only that, but you may want to walk that to a safe spot and then come back because we've got something else for you. Okay.
Here, give me that, Angel.
Okay.
And then go get your other.
And then we also have another nice piece of artwork that Christy and Tracy Lamberson conceived this. And Tracy Lamberson did all the graphic designs. And it's a beautiful piece of artwork. Really, it looks like a magnificent trophy. It's a photo of the whole team with the championship banner. A photo of Angel in action. It's got a photo of our medal.
There you go.
It's something that you'll enjoy in your office 20 years from now. Okay?
All right,
So
get all
enjoy,
together.
Angel.
Get all together with Angel. Get all together.
Get in there.
It's right here. Nice.
There's something about Angel that's pretty fun. Is like Coach Mark said, he'd broken his arm, hadn't been around to play, and the kid, his first game back. I don't know if everyone recalls that. I'm sure most of you do. First game back, playing the Trojans, and Angel belts it out to the fence. You know, so cool. I mean, absolutely incredible to see. So I wish you would have been around all season, Angel.
Over here.
Ooh, all right. This next player is Nicholas, or goes by the name of Klaus. You may know. 00.
Woo!
00. This kid's been a lot of fun to coach over the years. Starting off on the T-ball Rockies, finishing up on the Major Titans, and
So stand between them.
Turn it around.
Stand between the coaches. Sorry, one more.
Grace did a really good job. We were waiting for her to be here so we can acknowledge it, and she's about a half hour behind.
Like Coach Chris was saying back in November when we had our first conversation about coaching together, we had actually had the pleasure of meeting maybe several months, maybe actually a full year ahead of that, over at a mutual friend's year-end team party over at the Humanix family home. And I got to meet Chris and Heather and Nicholas for the first time there. And they came off as warm, charming people then. And so when Chris was available, I knew that was somebody that I wanted to be around and have my son around too. And it's been a blessing to get to know the whole family. So thank you for accepting the invitation to coach alongside me. It's been wonderful. And then to have Coach Tom as part of the package deal was just absolutely awesome. It's been a delight to have gone through the whole season with them, not only on the field but after hours. You know, we've had a few dinners and a few glasses of wine together, which makes it even more special. And but anyway, back to Nicholas here. We got to watch Nicholas play the game that he loves so much and do it very well. And he pushes himself, which is kind of fun to watch. And sometimes he pushes a little too much, but that's okay too. That's a great trait. You know, we're really proud of you, Nicholas. And he'll play anywhere on the field for anybody. He'll catch, he'll pitch, he'll play first base, short, throw him in the outfield. He just wants to play ball, and that's the right attitude. So God bless. Good luck next year, and let's finish this season strong. Let's take another banner home. Okay.
Nicholas, behind you.
Hang on, your dad's got it.
Turn around with it. Jump in.
good job there, Klaus.
Kimmy?
I tried to get it home.
Yeah, all right. All-Star tournament. I watched him decimate our team pretty good with his bat. And then all of a sudden he's on my team this year, and his bat just hasn't stopped. Watching the ball fly out of the park multiple times.
How many? How many times?
I think 8. 8. I have to give him the nickname Ocho. But one thing that always struck me about Tone, and you can see where it comes from, is the kid's pretty darn soft, which I think everyone appreciated, and I know I did. And he's always willing to work hard, whatever position you put him in. You know, pitcher first. I know, at least I'd heard that catcher wasn't his favorite, but he played a lot of catcher this year and did really well at it. Tone, I had a great time coaching you, man. You're a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you play down the road, whether it's baseball, soccer, or all of the above. Cool. Good season.
Your feet are burning.
I'll do it. 2. Oh, hot tea.
I get to say a few words about my son too. This is why I do all this coaching stuff is because I get to be next to him so much. And Tone, it's been a great ride, hasn't it? It's been fun, and you know, what a delight to see him. Oh, good idea.
That better?
Good thing is the towel's big enough for those 13s. But no, Tone, I've had so much fun, and your mom has too, and all your teammates. What a blast! What a great group, and we're blessed to have you as a son, and it's fun watching you grow up as a young athlete and a young man. So congratulations on a great season, son.
We're going to do Jeff next. Just, you know.
All right, our next player is Jack Treppas, otherwise known as Jack the Hammer Treppas. You know, I think back to, it's always amazing how quickly the season goes by from January to June. And maybe it seems like a long time for everyone sitting out there, but it's like a blink of an eye for us coaching. I'm telling you that right now. And Jack, thinking back to tryouts, Mark and I, Coach Mark and I are sitting out there in right field, and we saw Jack try out, and right away we're like, we want that guy on our team. You know, he just has a great baseball sense, knows what he's doing on the field, and he's got great skills. And so we wanted Jack on our team. We knew it right away. So when we had the opportunity to draft him, we did not hesitate, and it proved out to be the right decision. I mean, Jack's a great player. You know, you ask him to play second base, left field. Finally, we got him on the mound.
Did awesome.
You want him to bunt, you want him to swing away. This kid is all smiles, whatever you ask him to do. You even asking him to sit out. Jack, can you sit out this inning? He's like, sure, coach. Jack, can you warm up right field? Sure, coach. I mean, huge, Jack. That is huge. And probably the coolest stat, I didn't bring everyone's stats out, I apologize, I meant to have those when we announced everybody. But I think Jack had a 12-pitch at bat and worked it for a walk. It was so cool, and we had talked about it as a team, about how important that is to try to work that pitcher, and Jack fouled off like 5 balls, and, you know, just, it was awesome. And all of a sudden he ends up on first base. I'm like, dude, I think that was like 11 or 12 pitches. And he didn't even know. He's like, really? I don't know. But it was cool. And it was fun to watch him run the bases, you know, overrun and then jump back a couple times. So I was really excited to have you on the team, Jack. Great job.
Hang on, Jack. Don't go anywhere. Hang on, Jack. Hang on. Yeah, I'd like to kind of not repeat what Chris has said, but I totally agree. I mean, we us coaches get together and talk, you know, sometimes nights before the game or on the phone or by texting, and Jack is a true team player. It's always yes, coach, and boom, it's done. Get out and left, and he's that one kid who's like moving around left field like a ninja, You know, he doesn't make any noise about it, but if there's a play on the right side and he needs to back up on the left side, he does it. You don't even have to direct him. He's got this great sense of where to be, and he's always in the right spot, every pitch after pitch. And, you know, we always remind him, hey, we're watching you. We see you. Thank you, Jack. You know, it's true. You know, the guy's right there. And so good job, Jack. We're real proud of you. Let's play 4 more games?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Good job, Jack. All right, next player, we've got Jaden Esparza, alias the Red Dream, I think. Is that right? Right on. You know, Jaden's season kind of speaks for itself. Kid batted leadoff, I believe, all season long, and we all know why. I mean, he'd get up there and he knew he was going to put the bat on the ball. And quite a few times I went over the fence. In fact, we played the Trojans championship game, city championship. 15 teams were involved in that tournament, by the way. And you guys won it, but we're in that championship game, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Matthew Ramirez is pitching." Kids seem kind of nervous, kind of tense. Jaden gets up there. I don't remember what the count was exactly, but I just remember the result was he drills it down the third baseline for a single. Just got us off to a great start, and it was like, "Hey, Matthew, welcome to the mound. Thanks for the nice pitch, bud." So that was cool, and it was kind of fun to watch. It was actually very fun to watch Jaden work all season long. That crafty play at second where he faked the throw and then tagged the runner out. Very cool. And dealing from the mound. Just, you know, a great season, Jaden. Really, really fun to watch you and fun to coach you. Good job.
Way to go, Esparza.
Turn it out. Turn it out.
I've had the pleasure of being alongside this guy for, about 6 years, Jaden? It's been a while in both soccer and baseball. And what a blast to have him, you know, in the dugout with us. And like Coach Chris just said, is Jaden in the box, you're expecting something to happen. You know, he's just got those instincts, and he's got, you know, the skill to make something happen whenever he's got the bat in his hand or the glove in his hand. And so, Jaden, you did a great job, and I've never seen you hold your head down. He was always up, and we're real proud of you. It's been fun watching you grow up and aging out of Little League. It's been a blast to be a part of it and see it, because you are a special athlete and a special young man. So, thank you, Jaden.
Good job, Jaden.
One more thing to share about Jaden. Don't run off. Stay right here. In his leadoff spot, my wife, who has seen a lot of Little League games, said, if Jaden gets a hit, we know things are going right. Good job. Good job.
No one's here. Yeah, he got it.
Oh, yeah. All right, this next player, he just started our season off, right? I mean, we were in the leading up to the opening day. I didn't know quite what to expect from some of these guys. But this kid right here, every time we were working on batting, I was so impressed because he would crush it. He would crush the ball in the cage. And so I was so excited to see him get on the field. He crushed it like many of his teammates, all of his teammates actually. But that first game, holy cow, Nolan. Opening day, first home run of the season at any level, and just jacks that thing out over left field. And I think your first at bat, you went, what, right center, almost ground rule double or out to the fence, somewhere like that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was awesome. So to watch that ball fly out, man, it feels like it was just this morning that happened. Watching it fly out and it clears the fence, that was really, really cool, Nolan. Great job. And Nolan was another one of those guys that, you know what, you ask him to play anywhere. Never gave you any doubt, any question that he could do it. Was always willing to play wherever you needed him. One game at third base, I think he was playing up tight, and someone hit just a bullet of a line drive, and I don't know how his hands were so quick. Somehow it ended up in his mitt. Just because that was amazing, Nolan. And good on the mound too. Great job pitching. It was fun to watch you work out there, and just really a joy to coach. Great job, Nolan.
Yeah, what a treat it was to have Nolan on the Titans this year. This guy was always yes coach too. Another team player with the Titans' best interest always in his heart. Never questioned anything. Just yes coach. Put me there. I'm good. Where do you want me? I'm there. And that's the way older players think. And he's a young man, and he's still got a little more little league. So great. It's great stuff to take as a 12-year-old next season. And we wish you all the best. And it's been an absolute pleasure. But 4 more, baby, right? 4 more. All right. Cool.
Good job, Nolan. Yeah, this next guy, he was really fun to watch. He was dancing half the time. Marcel, Coach Treppus over there would be spinning some tunes, and this guy was alive because you'd see him dancing. And he had a couple songs that he really liked. He wanted to make sure they were on the playlist because I think they got him pumped up pretty good. But Trevor, wow. Some spectacular catches in the outfield, working really hard behind the plate. Great instincts back there. Back picks at first, firing it down to third. A lot of fun to watch him work. Yeah, you're good behind the plate there, Trevor. Yeah. Throw him out in the infield. Great job, and he knows. He's got great instincts for the game. He knows where other players should be at, should be moving, and a lot of fun to have on the team.
Yeah, another thing I like that about Trevor is he's so passionate about it that at times we'd have to reel in his passion because he would get on his teammates, but in a good way. Nothing wrong about saying, "Hey, you should have been there," and Trevor was the first one to point that out, and he was not shy about it, which is a great thing, Trevor, because that shows that you are taking on a role as a leader. And the whole team needs to play as a leader. If we have 12 leaders on a team of 12, wow, watch out to the other team, I say. So, Trevor, what a pleasure it's been to have you on the team. And you are a guy that can play anywhere for anybody. And I know you're going to do some damage next year. I can't wait to hear about what you do. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, in the video that you guys will see here in a little bit, we have records of Trevor, and we have a video record of Trevor getting 5 RBIs in one game, which is pretty special.
Nice.
And the other thing that Chris and I were noticing as we edited the video, Trevor has his own playlist. It's running all the time. He's dancing to it, whether there's music or not. Trevor's just watching for a few seconds, and you'll see him working on the moves.
Good stuff, Trevor. Come on, Tom, get in here. Get a shot.
Picture man.
Good? Right on.
Attaboy, Trevor.
Good job, Trevor.
Hey, guys.
Oh, that,
Thanks, Marcel. See you guys tomorrow. Landon.
oh yeah, okay. This kid,
Landon, go stand on the town.
big, strong 12-year-old. I never had, I didn't know much about Landon, and we got him on the team. And from day one, I knew we had a special talent there. If you ever warm up with the kid and play catch with him, your hand is going to hurt afterwards. He throws it really hard and very accurate. probably one of the most accurate on the team. Great job, Landon. And one of the first days I threw pitching to these guys, Landon almost took my head off with a line drive right up the middle, so you better watch out when he's got the bat in his hand, too. He's a great player. Stick him at third, stick him in the outfield, stick him on the mound, as we all know.
Yes.
He'll deal it. And it's a lot of fun, especially when Landon gets serious about it. When he finally, kind of finds that other gear and gets into it, it's really, really fun to watch you work, Landon. I had a blast coaching you all season. You're a great, great baseball player. Good job.
Don't go anywhere, Landon. Coach Ron and I had the opportunity to coach Landon back in Double-A baseball at South Sunrise. That was the first time we got to meet Landon. And we knew he was a special kid way back then. And we're blessed enough to draft him the following year. The next year, his first year major, we weren't so lucky, although we tried like heck to make a trade for him. And but the other team knew that he was a pretty special kid too, and wouldn't let him go. But I want to let you know, Landon, we tried to get you because we care that much about you as a person and as a player. And then we were so lucky to get him this year. When Coach Chris and I were in the draft room and we got Landon, we were thrilled because we knew what we were getting a kid that could play anywhere on the field, and he did, and to a high level. And when he had the bat in his hands, you knew anything could happen with the bat too. And Landon, you're a special guy, and we're blessed to have had you. So thanks for playing hard ball all year, and looking forward to see what you do in the tournament coming up here, Landon. Okay?
Oh, gosh. Don't drop it. Shatter. Get in. You drop it. Don't drop it.
Good season, Landon.
Good job, Landon.
Keep in mind, when we say good season, we mean the 4 more games we're going to be playing here, too.
Josh.
All right, this next guy, he's 11. I was excited to get the opportunity to draft this player. Had his brother on our team last year. And, you hang out with the Seaberts long enough, you want them around.
Yeah, we want them around.
And this guy, he worked hard all season long. No matter what you asked him to do, hit, bunt, play first, play short, play third, pitch, whatever. He just always kind of has that Josh grin on his face, Well, yeah, that one right there. Ball hits him he catches a line drive, he's got the same grin. Ball rolls past him, he's got the same grin. He hits a triple, he's grinning. He doesn't hit it. He goes back to the dugout, he's still grinning. So it's like, I don't know how he does that exactly, but it's pretty cool. And it's fun to have him on the team. He's a blast to coach. Always knows the Little League pledge, which is pretty key to have a player to bank on that knows the Little League pledge. And I just had a really good time watching him play all season. Great job, Josh.
And he's a Boy Scout, so he could get us out of about any kind of situation. He's a good guy. Like Coach Chris said, he's a true delight to have on the team. And package deal. He got his family as part of the deal too, and Dan was always pitching in to help. Laura was always pitching in. So thank you, Seaberts. It was a blessing to have the Seaberts involved as well. And Josh. Dude, I know you're going to tear it up in All-Stars this year, let's tear it up 4 more games together and have some more fun, huh?
Yeah. You're not done yet.
Okay, now look at your mom. Perfect. Don't drop it.
One more thing there, Josh. Josh, you're going to have the answer to the question. Eyes open or eyes closed? You'll see it later. Yeah.
Eyes open or eyes closed?
Hot, I know. Josh, go find a cool spot. Here, Josh. Hot there, too.
No, he's sick.
All right, this next guy, he's not here, but let's talk about him real quick. He was a lot of fun to have on the team.
Matthew.
Little Matthew Mendez. What a gamer that kid is, you know. And Mr. Hustle in like a 4'8" package, you know. I don't know how tall he is. Maybe he's taller than that, but I'm not sure. But that kid, he was full speed all the time, which was really, really fun to coach and watch him play. You knew he was always going to give his best effort, and I really appreciated that from Matthew. Whether we asked him to play second, pitch, sit an inning out, or play in the outfield, bunt, swing away, that kid, he was 110% all the time. So that was a lot of fun.
Here, hold his frame and get a picture with him.
And another thing I'd like to say about Matthew is that he cared so much about what he did on the field that if it didn't go right, it affected him. And not because he felt he failed himself, but because he felt he let his team down. And we were always trying to talk him up back out of that because, like we told all the kids at the beginning of the season, we're allowing you to make mistakes, but we're all going to make them together. Even as coaches, we're going to make a wrong call or have you go when maybe you shouldn't have. And so we grew up together as coaches and as players, and mistakes are just part of the game. And it's called experience. You can't get experience without them. And but Matthew really took it to heart. If something didn't go right, he really cared about his team enough to where he wanted it to go right all the time, which is kind of special about him. So we were lucky to have him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this kid, this goes back to tryouts also. Didn't know him, hadn't heard the name ever, no idea. And we watched him try out, and both Coach Mark and I kind of compared notes after. We're like, yeah, I saw the same thing. If we get a chance to get that kid on our team, we're going to get him. And we definitely didn't regret it. So got him out on the field, day one, practice one, we're hitting ground balls, and we're kind of pinching ourselves. We're like, are you kidding me? Look at this guy. I mean, he can play. You know, he's got a great glove, great arm, great swing, and just a fun kid to have on the team. Always happy-go-lucky, good attitude. You know, just a solid, all-around young man. Had him catch, had him play first, third, left, center, where else? Second? Pitch? Yeah, pitch. You know, we had him play it all because we knew he could. And I'm excited to see him get to play more baseball. This guy's played less baseball, I think, than anyone on our team, right?
Yeah.
I think he'd only played one or two seasons, if that.
One, right?
One season.
Wow.
Consider that. One season.
A fall ball.
And this guy's up there, you know, hanging with guys that have played 7-8 seasons and are slinging that ball pretty darn quick. So I had a blast watching you play, Eli. Great job. And if I had another year in us to coach Little League, you'd be on our squad again for sure. Great job.
The neat thing about Elijah is that he could teach us all a lesson about being brave enough to try something new at any age. And he's proven that that's okay to do. So take note, boys. If there's something you guys want to try out at the age of 13, 14, or 15, or 16, or whatever, get out there and try it. Elijah is a testament of how things can work out. So he's a success story all the way around. We're proud of you, Elijah, as not only a team member, but as a young man. You're a delight to have around the team, and we're real proud of your season because you did a spectacular job for us. And wherever we put you, you were happy to go. And that's the coolest thing about having Elijah on the team is that he's a true team player, a gamer. And so anyway, great season, Elijah. Let's finish it up strong, okay?
Okay, get in there.
I have to say, I think Elijah was one of the hardest working kids on the team because he was getting extra batting practice in the cages outside of our regular practice. He was going to private cages, getting extra batting, getting extra catching, correct? And extra pitching, all on top of what we were doing. So 1 year, but he had a lot of work put in on it. Good job.
Good job, Elijah.
One more thing about the Wu family. You know, Abby, Eli's mother would be out at practice quite often early on, and there was a time, I don't know if I was the only guy out there or just Coach Mark and I, and we needed someone with another glove, and Abby's like, hey, I can do it, and we're kind of looking at each other like, really? You know, I mean, I don't want to see any injuries out here. Do we have the ice pack kind of thing? And Abby's like, Coach, give me the glove, let me do it. And, you know, she's got experience. It was awesome. We were all taken aback, and it was so cool. Abby, thank you so much for all the help. Awesome. And I don't know if you've seen that cake. That cake is amazing.
I know.
Good job. Oh, yeah, this guy. This guy, I probably nicknamed him the Big Surprise. Who knew that Cole, and maybe some of you out there did, going to finish up the season batting somewhere north of 400. Those are legit stats. Somewhere north of 400, which is an amazing stat, Cole, by the way, if you're not sure. And we were all impressed. You put that guy he steps in the box, and you know something good is going to happen. That ball's going somewhere. And you put him in the field, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to catch it. He's going to knock it down. He made a lot of clutch catches out there in the outfield for us this season. Solid attitude from start to finish. Kind of another one of those kids with a permagrin on his face. I don't know what that's all about, how he does that. But he seems to have that smile, just like that, Cole. That was pretty good. Yeah, kind of a smile smirk. It's kind of going on all the time. But it was really, really fun to coach you, Cole. I was really impressed with your hitting and your attitude all season long. And I was so stoked to be able to have you on our team. Great job.
If we had an award to go out like the King of Cool, I think it'd be Cole.
Yeah.
This is one cool guy here. You know, no matter what the situation, like Coach said, he grins and goes. I mean, he's like, give me the ball, give me the bat, give me the glove. Count me in. And it's been a pleasure to coach you and to have you as a Titan. I know your teammates really dig having you around and being a part of them, but yeah, to have the year you've been having with the bat, it's just spectacular. Congratulations, Cole. And let's finish strong. Let's have some more fun together. Let's win 4 more.
I think
Yeah, one more thing about Cole. If you were paying attention, we had him hitting behind Nicholas. And a couple of teams thought, oh, well, we'll go with this other guy. We'll walk Nicholas. We'll give him an intentional pass, and we'll take this kid. Well, that didn't happen very often because they soon figured out that his average was right up there, and he'd make them pay. And the second thing is, if we had time for one more video clip, I think what we do is we'd have Cole hit the ball and then ride his skateboard to first base, because he was always on his skateboard, everywhere on the skateboard. So, good job.
Ripstick.
We never had to worry about Cole not finding his way home after practice either.
Oh man, I got lost a couple times.
Yeah, that's true too.
But hey, I'd like to say a big thank you first off to the Titans, the team. Great season, you guys. We got 4 more games, but your effort every day, practice and games, has been amazing. Parents, good job getting kids to the field with their cleats and gloves, hats, and everything else is kind of a bonus. Clean pants, of course, are always cool. Good job. And Coach Mark, Coach Tom, great season, you guys. A lot of fun. Team Mom, Christy Marquez, Team Mom, phenomenal with everything. Holy cow, great job.
I still have some goodies too.
All right.
Pass the mic.
You know what was always interesting is we didn't know where the ladder would just disappear over this wall for like a couple years now, and It's like, what the heck is on the other side of that wall? And he never invited us. So we knew something good was over there. And so one day, Lamberson said, "Hey, come on over." And so it's like, oh my gosh, do we dress up for this? What's on it? Do we dress like in beach attire? What's over there? Is like a Corona commercial going on over there? We didn't know. And so we went over there. It's like, oh, now I know why. It was really cool. It's like, okay, now we know what all the rage is about, Cole. Now we know why you go over that wall. And his home, it was right there. It was really cool that he could just hop over the wall. And the kid was always on time to practice. Never had to fight traffic. It was really great. And Tracy didn't get a chance to hear us earlier, but Tracy, we thank you tremendously for your graphic arts and participating and pitching in. What's really neat is that we pointed out that all the families were so involved this whole season, and you're a big part of that too. And we want to say thank you, because what a blast to be part of the team and see so many family members step up. I mean, you might have thought, well, maybe I only raked the dirt, or maybe I only watered the dirt, or maybe I only did X, Y, or Z. But all those little things were big help. It's huge when you're allowed to stay focused and run a drill and not have to worry about, oh, wait a minute, do I have to do this? No, gosh, so-and-so's there, they're on it. It's a tremendous help, and I think that's why the team was so successful, is because we had such great support from the families. And you weren't here to hear that earlier, Tracy, but thank you, appreciate it. And we have another award here from Ron Esparza, who was a sponsor of the Titans. And Ron Esparza has always been really philanthropic about his time or stepping up to help the leagues or teams in many ways. And he's not one to ask for thanks, but Ron, thank you. Let's get a photo op here. Come on, Tom. Christy, come on. Thank you very much, Ron, and the Esparza family.
You can look through this. I've made one of these for Mark for probably about 6-7 years, whether it's soccer or baseball. They're still sitting on our coffee table. We still have a good laugh when we look at some of them, the misspells, the kids, how they've grown from one year to the next. So after the coaches take a look, you guys can look at these. They're pretty fun. The boys filled out some thank you cards for all the coaches, and they're pretty cool. So there's also, just I need to use that thing. This is from all the from all the Titan families. There's a little goodie for you and Heather for all of your efforts having us all over here.
Thank you, family. Thank you.
Sorry, it's for wine tasting or beer tasting. You're out.
As he said.
There's one for Coach Mark.
Thank you very much, Titans.
Thank you very much.
The gratitude of being around these kids and families is gratitude enough. It's big, and but to have this is pretty special. So thank you, players and families.
And then I failed to realize what I had in my hand here, but for this amazing team mom who kept us all organized highly through the season, and whether it was telling us, reminding us about a practice or a situation with a player who might be coming late, or where the umpire is calling balls and strikes, she would come up and let us know during the game. It was always all really, really good information, and getting to know your family over this season was a real blessing for us. It really was. And we had a really good time. So thank you so much, Christy. Really appreciate it.
Thank you to everyone, and Heather, thank you again for always opening up your house to everybody after the games. We appreciate it.
You know, I got to mention how big a team mom Christy is to myself and how important she is. But little do you know that she's also one of the best scouts of our opponents that you could imagine. I always had a scouting report, a verbal scouting report from her as to what pitcher was throwing where and why he was getting a call, and so Christy would help me a lot, and how we should set up, because maybe the umpire was giving away that outside strike, and maybe we can't see it from the angles that we're watching, and so she was really big as a coach too. She wore a little secretive coaching hat that you didn't know about. But thanks, Christy. It's been a good run. It's been fun.
All right, final parting shot from one of the players' sisters who's been dragged to so many baseball games and baseball practices. It's ridiculous. And she's going to make the announcement with her friend, her partner in crime.
Stop stalling.
And this is our team mascot. Oreo Titan Austin Bird.
All right, we're gonna watch the video. Let's go watch. Does anyone else have to leave, or are we good? Okay.